The budget segment is getting better recently, you know, with IEMs like the K-Fine Clean, the EPZ Q5 Pro, and I think Truthear is joining the sub $100 again, and this time with another collab from Crinacle, the Zero Blue 2. Good day guys, this is Practiphile, and today let's take a look at the Zero Blue 2. Thank you so much Shenzhen Audio for sending this unit for a review. They didn't say anything about making the review good or anything like that, but yeah, anyhow, the packaging it's pretty similar to the other Truthear series, the Zero series, the first blue and the red. Probably the only difference would be the impedance adapter. I think now they've included 5 ohms instead of like 10 from the Zero Red. Other than that, it's pretty much same. It's still the same dual DD setup, and I mean, you can watch Crinacle's video. He explained everything about the unboxing to the sound. And here I am, just another guy scoring this set. I'm not even sure why you're watching this video. But anyhow, let's take a look at the Zero 2 and how they fare in my scoring, because I think this falls under the $61 to $120 category, because I think this is priced around $64, $65 like that. So, moving on to the objective, the sound of the Zero 2. The graph looks like that one over there. As you can see, it's pretty much Harman compliant. The Harman 2019. Get a tuck in there around 200 Hertz, you know, sub bass over mid bass. A lot of people, including myself, don't really like to have that very thin lower mids in there, but it's not the case with this one here. Although you see a tuck in there, the mids doesn't really sound like they're thin or something. Maybe clean, but probably not thin. There's a good amount of energy there in the upper mids because it's Harman and vocals are forward. Instruments sound natural. And lastly, you have an energy there past 10K for, you know, like the sparkle and everything for the treble extension. Although, it could have been better. I mean, I didn't really hear this peak in here, probably because of the bass. You know, it's compensated by the amount of bass, but overall, this is like a very Harman compliant sound, V-shape if you may call it, balance or whatever. But yeah, it's a fun sound, and you do get that nice separation on the bass in there. So yeah, that is it for the objective sound. Moving on to my subjective. For the tonality of the Zero 2, I think I would score the tonality maybe just a 2.5. I mean, it's okay sounding. As I've mentioned, it's like, even with my balance target, it's the bass profile here, it's a little bit far from my, you know, from my preferences. Although I had to admit that it actually plays my library pretty fine. I didn't notice like it was too bloated, it was too boomy. Actually, I like how the bass is presented in these, but it's just that I know that it's also not my preferred signature, so just 2.5 in there. The bass though, I think I'm giving the bass a 3 on these. Not because of the elevation. I do think that there are more bass heavy sets in this price range, but I think it's about how clean the impact is and how well separated the bass is from the mids. I really like how it's implemented. For the mids, I'm giving the mids a 3 as well. This tuck in here really makes female vocals and vocals in general really clean sounding. I thought they're gonna sound recessed because the red, the Zero Red, I thought, although the tonality is very good in that, I just thought that the resolution was not there. It's different with the Zero 2, Zero Blue 2, because it's good sounding. It is. It's so natural sounding, and I don't even know why it's priced $65. Maybe the first version is justified, but for this one, the sound signature, just the overall sound quality, it could have been like $150 or $200. Just in my opinion. So yeah, Mrs. 3 treble, again, it could have been better. So I'm not saying that it's lacking or something. It's just that, hey, I'm just nitpicking. But still, there are good sounding sets around this price range in terms of treble. But probably this one here, I'm just gonna give it 2.5. Although the treble is really natural sounding on these. Cymbals sound okay. Hi-hats, sparkle, or whatever. It's not peaky. It's not peaky. I mean, maybe there's something wrong with my graph. This peak here is probably just mitigated by the bass. So, and then the last one would be technicalities. So for the technicalities on this, I think I'm giving a 3. The Zero, the Blue 2, handles staging differently. I've heard the first Blue, I've heard the Red, and the Blue 2 is just a little bit different. I don't know if it's because of the drivers or maybe a difference in tuning direction, a little bit of change in there, but it is very, very well 3D for my ears. I mean, like, I can listen to this all day and just be dazzled by its sound signature and thinking that it's only 65 bucks. I'm not even chilling. I mean, you can audition the Zero 2 if you have the chance, but it's a good set. And that is a total of 13. I'm sorry, that's a total of 14, I'm sorry. And that is an S for me. So moving on to the comparisons, let's see here, IEMs and its price range. Of course, we have the how does it compare. I'll make it short. Comparison to the Red and the Blue, I'd probably choose this one. I'd probably choose this one. The Red was okay, but again, it lacked a little bit of resolution. I think this is one of the better Zeros out there. It's better than the original Blue, and it's better than the Red for sure. For me, for my preference. Right, next one would probably be the SIMGOT EW300 right there. It's here because, you know, like the SIMGOT EW300 is around the same price range and they sound good. But you can see there that it's gonna be more mid-bass heavy with the EW300. So yeah, if you want maybe more hard-hitting bass, probably the EW300. If you want a cleaner bass response, then the Zero Blue 2 would be good for you. Another one is the Duno Kima, because this is my S ranker here. Kima 2. Right. There, it's a little bit different in tonality, as you can see there, because the Zero 2 is Harman. The Kima 2 is like, it's not complying with anything. It's just natural sounding. However, if you want a natural sound and more engaging in the bass and more, you know, holographic, then probably the Blue 2 is the one to pick, and it's also cheaper. But if you're into natural sound, a DD, I mean, the Blue 2 is also a DD. Double DDs for that. It's hard. I would still pick the Duno Kima 2 actually, just because of that natural timbre. But if you're in for a fun sound like Harman, then probably the Blue 2 is for you. More expensive one, and it's actually the Chopin. I posted something about this one here on Super Review server. I was saying that, I mean, it's the Blue 2 is making Chopin a little bit irrelevant in a way that, look at that, it's almost following the same curve. Although the Chopin sounds a little bit of an upgrade, if you're coming from the Blue 2, Chopin's gonna be a little bit more resolute or something like that. But hey, this is like almost half the price of Chopin. So if you're in a tight budget and you wanna know what Harman sounds, then maybe the Blue 2 is for you. If you have the Chopin, there's really no reason to buy the Blue 2. I mean, like, Chopin's a little bit better, but I'm just saying that is the case with the Blue 2. So yeah, I guess that's it for the comparison. Shoot me a comment down below if you want me to compare with other stuff. Other than that, Zero Blue 2. I actually have 2 blues. I might do a giveaway. See you next time. Bye.